Hey, welcome back to the channel. Heidi here, Heidi's Road to Happiness. Well, sorry I wasn't here last week. Things have been getting a little busy. I have been a little busy, and that's good. And we'll talk about that in a second. So, in the last few episodes, I shared my own personal embarrassments. They're not all of them. There's more to come. I'll tell them as we go through. I don't want to just talk about me all the time. Anyway, regardless, moving forward, the wonderful thing is that we're going to go into the past. Now, if you've just joined the channel, this is Heidi's Road to Happiness. Now, I'm a pretty happy chick for the most part, but it took me a long time to get here. So what I want to do is share my wisdom and knowledge, and not in a negative way, in a way that maybe would strike you and go, that sounds kind of familiar, and maybe open your eyes to a different vision of what's really going on in your life or with yourself, because you never know. And the secret to happiness, of course, the start is to love yourself. And that took me a while. So moving forward with that, I'd say moving forward a lot today because I've been moving forward in the last 2 weeks, I'm telling you. My place is a mess. I have a roommate for 2 months. So she's been here for a month. She's out in January 1st. But I've been living in my living room, and so I got clothes everywhere. And yesterday I went out and did something extremely impulsive. And the last time we were here, I was talking about singing and how I denied myself for 29 years of singing because that's what makes me happy, right? So that's what the channel is about, happiness. And I'm going to explain my life from way back. And if you just started, go back and find out how I became the way I did. That's what the life stories in the whole family. Moving from the 80s forward, which is where we're at now, it's my life with my husband, Hugh, or my ex, sorry, as well as the different members of the bands, where we went, the different adventures we had, how it all came to be. And plus there's me telling you how I feel and what's going on. And this is where we learn different things, right? Because it's a whole new ball of wax. Now, for some people, musicians are very hard to understand. Musicians are not normal. We're not normal. Most of us have been abused in our past. A lot of us have been slighted, or maybe the underdog. Maybe they were, that guy that wanted to be. Whatever it is, we are all very unique in why we became musicians. Some of us are just really damn talented and found out before it was too late, and excellent for you. Some people found their happiness way before I did. My point is trying to help you find your happiness if you're not quite there yet. At this point, I'm happy, so I'm going to share with you my life moving forward because it's a fast track, but I'm also going to share my life in the past to bring you up to date and all that kind of stuff. So it's kind of an interesting concept. I hope you enjoy it. Fans and friends, oh my gosh. Last week I talked about denial, right? 29 years of not singing. Now, my story is very different. Hugh and I were together 24 hours a day on the road for about 11 years, okay? And with that becomes a very strange and intense and unhealthy bond because you start to morph into one. With all of that, I didn't think to sing because I did that with Hugh. And it's kind of like an unspoken rule, right? We're together. We do this as a team. We started together. A lot of times maybe he helped me to be who I am. By far, he gave me many, many opportunities to become a good singer and live my dream. But I have to keep reminding myself that I am the one that brought out my talent. Nobody can take that away from me. No one can say, you're awesome because of me in anything, whether it's in the death business, in the bar business, in the singing business, in any business. No one can take away the fact that I got to those places with my person, my knowledge, and my understanding of what I need to do. Not because somebody gave me that opportunity, okay? The opportunity helps, and it's very, very important. But it doesn't mean that they're owed everything for the rest of your life, right? And I think I felt that way when it came to music, that I really shouldn't do music without you. And in the back of my head, you're not that good anyway, because I lost a lot of what I had. And I had a pretty big reality slap last weekend when Jeannie and I were rehearsing. And like, I know I have limitations now. And I'm pushing my limitations with the song choices that we have. And I want to do that on purpose. Now, it's not right out of my range, but it's right there. And that's going to come with breathing, technique, practice, right? I haven't practiced in years. I sing around the house. I don't even sing in my real singing voice because I'm scared it's going to crack. It's going to do what it does because I've abused it for too many years with cigarettes and marijuana and, just all that stuff. So we were doing a song and I didn't hit it. And I stopped and I lost my confidence and I was embarrassed and I felt like I hadn't felt it. I have never felt like that. That I couldn't do it. And I felt a little uneasy about it. And I wanted to cry because I don't know. I just felt, oh my gosh, But Jeannie says, this is a rehearsal. This is what it's for. This is where you're supposed to suck it. I'm like, oh yeah, I forgot that because I've never been to a rehearsal where I didn't jump on the mic and go through it the first time and it's fine. It just gets stronger and tighter as I go. As I've never had that because I haven't sang since I've been off the road. And it's 29 years. So, that's kind of a reality slap and a weird feeling. Okay? And I accept that. And hey, wake up, Hayo. Start at the bottom, right? Okay. So then, what I've been doing is because it's just Jeannie and I, her guitar, and I got the old tambourine and the old cowbell, and I got a back scratcher because that's all I have to hit this shit, right? I don't have drumsticks. I've never played drums. I've done percussion as in tambourine and cowbell. Sa-sa. I didn't even have any special or nothing. So when it comes to being a musician, I'm truly not because I've never had that feeling of buying a guitar or a keyboard or a PA system or whatever. You know what I mean? That fucking excitement. Oh, I'm sorry. That excitement about buying something new. Well, I am an impulsive person, but usually I keep myself contained and controlled and, hey, and a lot of times it's the voice in the back of my head saying, no, you don't do that. You don't do that. Now, in the last year and a half, 2 years, since I've been 60, okay? Because life started at 60 for me. I bought myself a Keurig coffee machine. And I'm thinking that's extravagant, okay? And I'm excited about it because I like my coffee. I'm a percolator kind of bitch. But, whatever. It's too much. It's dirty and it takes a lot. And Keurig coffee machine, why not? So I did. Well, then one day, I remember I decided I'm going to paint the living room and dining room at the old house. I'm kind of impulsive, right? I think about it, and I think about it, and think about it, and think about it, then I just do it. Well, since Jeannie and I have been, doing our thing, which is really exciting, it's sounding pretty good, I'm excited. Woo! Okay, and I've been using this crap to keep the beat. I'm a beat keeper. That's all I am. I went to the music store, and I said, oh, I need a set of drumsticks. And I also have the possibility of borrowing somebody's small kit. I have that option, right? And I didn't want to buy before I try, definitely, because I've never played drums before. So anyway, I am excited because I get to borrow the kit. So I'm going to buy myself some drumsticks. So I walk in and I meet a young man named Mario from backstage. And he's shows me the sticks, and then, I asked him about a kit, and it was $700 for 3-piece, without snare, and without the hardware, which is really expensive in itself. And I went, and he says, have you ever thought of an electric kit? And I was like, yeah, I have, but I'm not a drummer. And I'm not the kind of guy to buy before I try. Right? So I sit behind the kit, and I'm excited because it's small, it's possible. But remember, I had a stroke, right? This side just does whatever the hell it wants. I can't stop it. A lot of times it's doing this on its own. It doesn't want to keep a beat. I can't make it keep a beat. I'm upset, but you know. So I'm sitting behind this kit and I'm looking at it and he tells me the price and it's not that outrageous. It's not that outrageous. And I'm like, you know, Jeannie and I have a rehearsal today. And I was like, it'd be nice to keep the beat with an actual beat instead of a tambourine and a cowbell and my frickin' back scratcher. So I thought about it. And then I started getting really freaking excited about it. And I'm driving around doing my job, right? I'm working and I'm listening to the list because we have about 10, 11 songs. And they're all very nice songs. I love the songs. We like the songs. We're excited about the songs. And yeah, people, I did it. I asked Mum and said, do you have la 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 I can borrow till the end of the month? And they said, what for? And I said, for fun. Now, I've asked to borrow money many times. I had to pay the rent. I had to do repairs on my car, whatever. But never something that I want. And so, yesterday, I did this. Now, my place is a mess, and I don't care. And you're going to see it. Here we go. I don't know what you're seeing, because I can't see it. All right. So, there's the mess. You see the mess? All the boxes. But, hey, cats, look at that. There's the rig. There's the rig. And I bought a mat today. Okay? And that's my clothes because I don't get to live in my bedroom because I'm sharing my place. There's my clothes. But hey, you know. So I'm turning you back around. Hi. Holy smokes, eh? Like, I did it. So I'm excited. Today's the day. The other thing, too, is that I cannot use a foot pedal. It just won't. I fall over and I'll fall off my seat. I'm thinking I'm going to turn it around because I'm a heel bitch. I'm going to use my heel for the foot pedal. I think that's going to work because it's not a big rig setup and we can do anything we want. So I'm going to try that out by the end of the day. But first, we got to rehearse. And that's happening in about 10 minutes. So I got to go. You guys have a good day. Moving forward, kids. It's going to be exciting. We're going to have some good stuff. Okay, now, the good deeds, right? Got to do the good deeds, happiness. I have realized I'm nowhere near the happiness that I can be. In this past week, I have been so exuberant. The tune learning, coming back into myself, finding out, you know, I don't have to deny myself because I have some bullshit in the back of my head, which we'll talk about more next week. But it's like gaslighting yourself. If you're used to being gaslit, or if you're used to always questioning yourself because, you know, should you, or is this going to happen? What's going to happen? What's going to happen? You know, I mean, I've been out of that situation for a long time. And I'm still just following the same kind of bullshit. And I realized that in the last 3 weeks. So we're going to talk more about that next week. In the meantime, people, love yourself. Remember that. Did you phone somebody from your family? This week, it's going to be warm. It's getting better in Thunder Bay. Tomorrow, I'm buying my fire pit license. Yeah. Hey, I got to go. I miss you guys. I love you guys. Please like, share, okay? Subscribe. That would help out. Helps the algorithm for the channel. And we can get some information out there. Pretty soon, we're going to have some tunes on here. We're excited. I'll talk to you soon. Have a good day. Love ya. Cheers.